I looked during the break, just curiosity got the better of me, on this hiring of a consultant for Columbus City Schools to help them determine, as the process, quote unquote, begins to determine which school buildings to close. A process that, as I told you, my earlier research showed was on the radar February the 4th, when the new school board president, Christina Vera, took over from Jennifer Adair. You say, wait a minute, hasn't Christina Vera been involved in this like secret phone call taping nonsense with Brandon Simmons, the new board member who had a plan to like disparage the teachers union and the service employees union and win the public relations battle? And that got former Mayor Mike Coleman all fired up, and it caused like a union rep to quit the committee that was going. Yes, answer yes. Anything you can dream up as to how this can go bad, how it can be botched, how they can waste money, spend money, not help kids get better educations, which is, of course, their number one job. Yes, the answer is yes to all of that. So I thought I'd find like a page of headlines on this when I searched the Dispatch archives. I found 4 pages. 4 pages about this single issue. All I did was search Columbus City Schools building closures. And up popped all these headlines. CCS Teachers Union wants board members' resignation and closure plans scrapped over memo. That was Brandon Simmons, his memo. 20 Columbus City school buildings could face closure. Here's what to know about the plan. Columbus Closing Task Force, not targeting neighborhood schools, kids suffering due to inaction. Columbus Teachers Union head quits building task force as its focus on mass closures. That's just on page 4. What's on page 3, Bruce? Well, let me call it up and see. Columbus schools and scandals go hand in hand. Pause the closing plans. This is an editorial. As Columbus school closures decision looms, parents and kids ask school boards to pause the process. Well, that's what they're doing. They're just spending more money on a woke consultant from Texas who comes in here spouting the same kind of nonsense about equity and gentrification and equity audits, all this stuff. Now, he, the consultant, says that he acknowledges that his work is coming at the 11th hour. And he agrees that the board process for school closures was flawed. Dude, quiet down with that kind of talk, or otherwise you might not get your big fat check from Columbus City Schools. He says, this does not negate the larger, broader strategy, but I think the strategy should have unfolded before we got to this point. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, it should have unfolded before it got to this point. You know when it should have unfolded? Like about 5 school board elections ago is when it should have unfolded. A couple city council elections ago. 6 mayoral elections ago. That's when it should have started to unfold, is balance the committees that have the ability to transform schools. They're transforming them in the wrong direction as the test scores continue to